सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Veda means knowledge, to know. So Veda means it is knowledge. What is the meaning of the word knowledge? What is the definition of this knowledge? What do we mean? We keep on using this word knowledge. What is the meaning of the word knowledge means? Knowledge is that which reveals the unseen, which is ever present. Again, knowledge is that which reveals the unseen, which is ever present. So we say knowledge is that which reveals. Knowledge doesn't create it. Knowledge doesn't create anything. Creation is what we human beings do using the knowledge. So what is the meaning of the word knowledge? The meaning of the word knowledge is it reveals the unseen, comma, which is ever present. So knowledge doesn't create the unseen. It is not created by, it is not, the unseen is not created. It is there, but we don't see it. It is there, but we don't know it. That which is there, but we don't know it, knowledge reveals it. From this, you get the definition of knowledge. What is the definition of knowledge? Knowledge is that which reveals the unseen, which is ever, which is there, ever present. Two types of knowledges. One knowledge in relation to the world, that which the science reveals. Another in relation to the subtler aspect of which the Vedas reveals. Therefore, there are two types of knowledges we have. What we call as the worldly, the worldly materialistic knowledge, the scientific knowledge, and the Vedic knowledge. But both reveals the unseen, which is ever present. Science also reveals that which is ever present. No. Gravity was there, which was revealed. It was not created. Isn't it? In relation to the science, you will accept this definition. When it comes to Vedas, you will not be able to accept this definition. Because in relation to science, it is pratyaksha pramanam. Your senses can contact and understand. Therefore, you find an affinity to science. With Vedas, it is adrishta pramanam. Because it is adrishta pramanam by nature, you think it is somebody's opinion. You will never say gravity is Newton's opinion. Will you say that? But when it comes to Vedas, you will say, it is that Rishi's opinion, which we can change according to modern times. You're able to understand the difference. Why we believe like this, why we think like this is because when it comes to the sciences, the pramanams are grosser. The pramanam is grosser pramanam. What is a grosser pramanam? Pratyaksha it is. That is why science reveals that. Science always talks about that which is measurable, quantifiable. That which can be measured, that which can be quantified. Means pratyaksha pramanam, grosser instruments comes into play. What are the pramanams? That's why we have two diametrically opposite pramanams. One is pratyaksha, anumana, etc. Rest is shastra, shraddha. Now there are two types of pramanams that we are having. So one type of pramanam is pratyaksham and anumanam, which can be related to the world. But the same pratyaksha and anumana will not be of any help when it comes to dharma, God. When it comes to dharma, also pratyaksha and anumana will not help. Because if you use pratyaksha and anumana, you will infer according to your own levels of understanding. That's how people started doing, and dharma gets neutralized. A time will come where adharma will look like dharma. Because the pramanams that you use to understand dharma is pratyaksha and anumana. The same pratyaksha and anumana, if you use to understand God also, it becomes the same problem. That's why they turn back and say, if there is God, show God. If there is God, show God. We say there is no showing God here, because the pramanam itself is very different. Therefore, the very starting point of Veda comes from a different pramanam, and that pramanam is called, that itself is an authority. Therefore, it is known as Shraddha. It is known as Shraddha. Technically, we'll understand it for a while now. In pramanam itself works on Shraddha based. Again, I repeat, pramanam itself always works based on Shraddha. How do you understand that? How do you explain that? For color and form, what is the pramanam? What is the pramanam for color and form? Eyes. Either your eyes or somebody's eyes. But nevertheless, there is only one authoritative, one and only authoritative source for color and form is what? Eyes. Supposing if somebody says, no, we don't want to be relying so much on one authority. What if it can go wrong? Therefore, let me have another pramanam also to verify color and form. Supposing if you say it can go wrong, because eyes can go wrong. No. Eyes can become blind. Eyes can be color blind. Eye can be partially blind. Eyes have what is known as blind spot, optical illusion. So many things the eyes has. In spite of all this, color and form pramanam is eyes. The conviction that color and form alone eyes alone can reveal color and form is called Shraddha. Do you have any other option to verify color and form? Where is the Do you have any other method? Vijay, where is the method? Okay, why? Because of the defect of the eyes, let me verify the color and form through the ears. Let me verify the color and form through the tongue, through the touch. Can you do it? It means for color and form, pramanam is only one. Whether you like it or not, whether you accept it or not, pramanam is only one. Cross verification is never possible. Neither can you use any other pramanam to substantiate what one pramanam reveals or negate what this pramanam reveals. Carefully follow. You can never use any other pramanam to substantiate this, nor can you use any other pramanam to negate it. Color and form cannot be substantiated with any other instrument. Color and form cannot be negated also by any other instrument. It means you understand, for color and form, you entirely has to rely on the eyes. Aren't we doing it? We are already doing it. Are you able to follow? When it comes to the Vedas as a pramanam, we will have a problem. Only when it comes to Vedas as a pramanam, we will have a difficulty. Why? Because the subject matter is adrishta by nature. While science through knowledge reveals the drishta world, Veda through knowledge reveals the adrishta. So many times I have used the word adrishta. Therefore, at least we assume in this classroom, we all understand the right meaning of the word adrishta. We don't mean adrishta as luck in this classroom. We all understand it because we have used it any number of times. Therefore, Veda is that knowledge that reveals. Veda is a knowledge that reveals. And anything that is concerning adrishta requires a deep penetrative capacity. When you don't have the deep penetrative capacity, you will always go back saying it is that person's opinion. Maybe that's how you see it, sir, but I see it differently. Maybe your eyes are seeing it differently, my eyes are seeing it differently. Will you say that? Black is black. That's all. No, you are seeing it as black, sir, but my eyes are revealing it as pink. It will not. Are you able to follow? When it comes to subtler aspects, because of lack of this penetrative capacity, lot of misunderstandings will happen. Misunderstanding means it will look like opinions. Misunderstanding means it will look like opinions. Misunderstanding means it will look like it will not suit the modern generation. Number 3, adrishta means which you can understand and you go on repeating it. Others can never ever understand. That's called adrishta. Again, adrishta means which you understand and you can go on repeating it, and the other will not understand it. Why? Because what you have seen through your penetrative vision, the other doesn't have the penetrative vision. Your penetrative vision, you are revealing it through the word. And what the other is receiving? The word, not your vision. Carefully follow now. Sunil, are you able to follow the difficulty of the Vedas? What they say through penetrative vision is communicated through words. Now, what will reach you? What will reach you? The word only will reach you. Now, what will you discuss upon? What will you debate? You will only understand the word as the vision. You will understand the word as the vision. No. The word is different. The vision is different. You need a Milton to understand a Milton. Huh? English they say, no? Milton alone can understand Milton. What does it mean? Both knows English, no? The words reaches you, but the vision doesn't reach you. You're able to understand the difference now? Therefore, the study of Dharma becomes that much difficult. In order to receive the Dharma, we need to understand the Pramanam, and once you understand the Pramanam, you develop Shraddha. Once you develop Shraddha, then only the practice of Dharma happens. For you cannot practice Dharma with understanding. With Shraddha only you have to practice. Over a period of time, you develop understanding. Again, I repeat. With Dharma, you have to practice this Dharma. Over a period of time, what will happen? Understanding will develop over a period of time. You can't say, first let me understand thoroughly and then I'll start practicing. Therefore, the subject matter of Veda is of 2 now. What is the subject matter of the Vedas? Dharma and moksha. The subject matter of Veda is 2. One is Dharma, another is moksha. So much of talk about moksha happens, we thought, let us talk about dharma also for a while. Because the subject matter of Veda is two, dharma and moksha. Both are adrishta by nature. To prove a verse in Veda, you have to go to the Vedas only. You cannot go to a mathematic formula and borrow that mathematic formula to prove the verse of the Veda. That is a mistake that people make. It is like borrowing the year to verify color and form. It will not work. Therefore, it is very important to understand the subject matter of Veda is Dharma and Moksha. When it talks about Dharma, it is called Veda Purva, and when it talks about Moksha, it is called Veda Anta. And all those who are enlightened will tell us, get to Moksha, get to Moksha, get to Moksha. And the path is Dharma. We will only hear the first part of their sentence. What is the first part of the sentence we hear? Get to moksha. And the way to moksha is dharma, that we will not hear. Why? Because that is painful. That is not pleasant. That is not pleasant. That is not appealing. Therefore, we don't hear the dharma part, we hear the moksha part. And yet, the subject matter of Veda is two, dharma and moksha. It's very important to understand this question. Moksha or dharma? Subject matter. Till now we have established the subject matter of Veda is dharma and moksha. It's called Veda is its own pramanam. No other pramanams can substantiate what Veda says or disprove what Vedas say. And Veda is that which reveals the unseen, which is ever present. This Dharma and Veda is called Dharma Shastra and Brahma Vidya. Look at the words. It is Dharma Shastram and Brahma Vidya. When it comes to Dharma, the word Shastram will be used. When it comes to Brahman, the word Vidya will be used. It is Dharma Shastram and Brahma Vidya. It will never say Dharma Shastram, Brahma Shastram. It is Dharma Shastram and Brahma Vidya. What is the difference? Shastram is a command. Shastra means Sashanati iti Shastra. The word Shastram means a command telling you this is the law, this is what you should do, this is what you should not do. It's a command. Shastra means a command, a law. More than the word law, we use the word command. Command means what? It's like the soldier in the army. A command is given, it has to be done. So Shastra is like that. Shastra gives you the command and you have to obey it. Whether you like it or not, whether you understand it or not. Whether you like it or not, whether you understand it or not, it has to be. So the Veda is known as two. The Veda Purva Bhaga is called Dharma Shastra. The Veda Anta Bhaga is called Brahma Vidya. That Dharma Shastra matures you to receive Brahma Vidya, which we have seen already. I'm not going to, we are not discussing that again. We have seen that already. That the Dharma Shastra takes you to, the Dharma Shastra takes you to Brahma Vidya. On what basis we say Vedas is a Pramanam? On what basis we say Vedas is a Pramanam? The basis for calling Vedas as a Pramanam is this. Vedas preceded the creation. Again, Vedas preceded the creation. How can you say that, sir? How can you, as though you sat there and before the, as though you sat there and saw everything very clearly. You're saying Vedas preceded the creation. How do you know that Vedas preceded the creation? Creation is not chaos from the beginning. Creation is orderly in the beginning. It's not. Appearance and disappearance keeps happening. Appearance and disappearance keeps happening, but there is an order in the creation. The appearance and disappearance appears to be evolution. When it appears, carefully follow now. When it appears, the child is not born with 6 feet height. The child is born only with few inches, isn't it? You see the child born with few inches, and then it's gradually growing. From that, you derive the concept of evolution. This is how everything must be gradually evolving. Vedas comes and say, don't use the word evolving, use the word changing. The word of the Veda is change, not evolving. Because when it was a few inches in length, it's not in chaos. The first day, the first moment in the womb itself is not chaotic. Transformation to happen happens over a period of time. Because of the transformation that is gradual, Pratyaksha Pramanam will teach you as evolution. Vedas comes and says, wait. Don't come to conclusion based on your Pratyaksha Pramanam, because the gradual change happens over a period of time, and the gradual change happening over a period of time, you will observe. What will you observe? If you see the change that is happening over a period of time, what will you observe? What will you observe? The change. What will you observe when you see the change? What is it that you observe? We have seen it any number of times. Birth, growth, disease, decay, death. Birth, growth, disease, decay, death. Is birth evolution and death? What is opposite of evolution? Devolution, huh? Is death a devolution? Evolution means it should go on and on and on and on and on, and nobody should die, yeah? It means this continuous cycle of appearance and disappearance happens. This continuous cycle of appearance and disappearance in an orderly fashion, it's happening from the beginning. Therefore, based on this conclusion, we say Vedas preceded the creation, because it is Vedas, it is Dharma that brings in order to the creation. Dharanat iti Dharma. That which supports, that which keeps the order alive, that which keeps it going is called Dharma. Therefore, Dharma is that which preceded the creation. Dharma is that which guides the creation. The rishis, because of their inner purity, they are able to see it. Again, the rishis, because of their inner purity, they are able to see it. And out of their compassion, they started, not only they saw it, out of their compassion, they documented it and gave it to us so that we can also develop the same vision. That's the parampara of knowledge. Therefore, Dharma is that which preceded creation. You understand it because wherever there is an orderly functioning, you understand there is a law behind it. Wherever there is an orderly functioning, you understand there is a law. The invisible force that keeps the planets hanging in the space, isn't it? We have solid ground, isn't it? Building a foundation. What is the foundation for the planet Earth? It's just hanging in mid-air, isn't it? It is just hanging in mid-air. And it is revolving also. And it is revolving such a way, oceans, the oceans don't come up and swallow the entire earth, isn't it? Beautiful is that. Beautiful is that orderly way in which it is happening from the beginning. Therefore, we say wherever there is an order, it means there is a law. And that law is called as Dharma Veda. Therefore, we always see a symbolic picture of this. From, you will be seeing some of the pictures you would have seen. Vishnu lying down. And then there will be an umbilical cord from Vishnu that will be coming out. And that umbilical cord will go and there will be a Brahma sitting there with bunch of books in his hand. Isn't it? Do you remember seeing those pictures? Has anybody seen that? Yeah. So from Vishnu, an umbilical cord will come. Isn't it? The umbilical cord will come from Vishnu. And then it will, the one end will be in Vishnu, another end will be in Brahma, and Lord Brahma, the creator. And how did he create? Vishnu gave Brahma the job of creation. And how did he create the world? Using Vedas, Dharma. How did he create? Left to Brahma by himself, he would have created according to his. Left to Brahma, how he would create? Left to Brahma, how he will create? He will create like how we create. How we create? We play out our roles based on our understanding of life. Carefully follow now. We all play out our roles based on our understanding of life. And how we act is completely conditioned by raga and dvesha. Correct? If Brahma is given the choice, how he would have played out his role of creator? How he would have played out the role of creator? Ram Subramaniam, Namala Maryada. He would have played out the role of creator exactly like us. How did we play out our role? Our understanding of our life, of ourselves, and how we act is deeply conditioned by our raga and dvesha. Vishnu said, wait. You don't create like that. I will tell you. I will give you the material with which the creation should be guided. And that material is called Vedas. Based on this, we say Vedas preceded the creation. And that Veda talks about two things. What are the two things that Vedas talks about? Dharma and moksha. We talk of dharma more, we follow dharma very less. We talk of dharma more, isn't it? Every movie is dharma, every movie is to establish dharma, no? Isn't it? Is there any movie on this planet that has come to establish adharma? Huh? Is there any story that has come to establish adharma, including Harry Potter? Hmm? Have you ever noticed it? Have you ever observed this? Huh? We all we talk of dharma so much. And this dharma that we talk of is to tell the others be dharmic. And if the same person turns back and say, are you dharmic? No, that is not your subject matter. You don't come into my personal life. Now, if I can't come into your personal life, you can't come into my personal life also, isn't it? But then every movie will enter into your personal life. What is a personal life? They'll tell you be dharmic, correct? I always used to wonder every movie in any language that I see. I don't watch movies, no, but I read. No, I read because I have to, 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 to watch a movie is only to induce sleep. So one movie will take 7 days for me to finish. 7 days, 8 days it will take for me to finish. Because you start the movie, fall off to sleep, isn't it? You read about it, they all talk about dharma, correct? All Robin Hood kind of stories only, isn't it? Love means a sacrifice. All movies will talk. Love is not selfishness. All movies will talk about love as sacrifice. And yet, nobody performs any sacrifices. What is the proof? What is the proof? Divorce rates are the proof, isn't it? Divorce rate is the proof. And yet, all movies will talk about love as, and yet all movies will talk about love as sacrifice. All our arts and literature, music, everything will be about dharma and dharma and dharma. Look at the human being's life. No dharma. It's a very interesting contradiction in human life. We talk about dharma more, we follow dharma very less. Almost zero. The society that talks about dharma less and practice dharma more is a mature society. A society that doesn't talk about dharma but follows dharma is a mature society. It's called Uttama society. It is Uttama, it is. Uttama means they follow it by themselves. A society that follows dharma because of its own internal maturity is a civilized society, is a refined society. Individual also. Society, individual. And because society is nothing but a group of individuals put together is what is known as society. No, there's no such thing called society other than individuals. A society which follows dharma because of supervision is a Madhyama society. Uttama, Madhyama, Adama. Uttama society, Uttama individual yaru? Because of its own internal maturity, a civilized individual, a refined individual who follows dharma because of one's own internal maturity. Madhyama individual. Madhyama society. What is Madhyama society? A society which follows Dharma because of supervision. Somebody is there watching you all the time. Because of supervision, you you follow Dharma is a Madhyama society. What is the Adama society? Which doesn't follow Dharma even with supervision because you can please the supervisor. You can give a few, you can give a few dollars to the supervisor, and if you can get away, that is the Adama society. You should know where we belong to now. You should know where we belong to. And who's the supervisor? God is the supervisor. Therefore, we think by giving, by pleasing God, we can be adharmic and get away with it. Are you able to understand the connection? The society believes that God is the supervisor of Dharma. God is the supervisor of Dharma. Yes or no? Yes. God is the supervisor of Dharma is the fact. If you can please the supervisor, if you can pay a few, if you can pay a few, if you can pay a few bucks to the supervisor, signal police car sir, it's okay, go. It's okay, go. No, he will catch you, no. Go. Ponga sir. He will catch you, no. No, no, no. If he catches you, you have contacts, no, sir. Because you have contacts, you can violate Dharma. Okay, you don't have contacts, but you have currency in your pocket, no? Tempt him. Vechin uttrunga, sir. Give him something, run away. This is how we live Dharma. This is how we believe Dharma can be lived. Mahanarayana Upanishad talks about it very beautifully. Dharmo Vishwasya Jagataha Pratishtha. Pratishtita. Pratishtita means this entire Vishwa is held by this. That's this Dharma. Tasmat Dharmam Paramam Vadanti. That's how it concludes. Mahanarayana Upanishad mantra. One of the beautiful Upanishad. This is Mahanarayana Upanishad. Tasmat Dharmam Paramam Vadanti. Paramam. Paramam means they are the supreme. That Upanishad subject matter is Veda and Dharma. That Veda never makes moksha compulsory. They make Dharma compulsory. Again, Veda makes Dharma compulsory. Veda never makes moksha compulsory. Why? A dharmic person, parikshalokan, karmachitan, brahmano, he will go to moksha directly. A dharmic person automatically will go to moksha. By bypassing dharma, you will understand licentiousness as freedom, where you become an asura. Because they believe they can do whatever they want to. Are you able to follow? They believe they can do whatever they want to. If you understand the Shastric teaching, it is information. If you understand the Shastric teaching, it is information. If you follow that, if you do anushtana, if you follow that, the implemented teaching is dharma. The understanding of the teaching is not dharma. The practice of the teaching is called dharma. In one of the commentaries, I'm trying to remember the context. Shankaracharya gives a beautiful definition. Shastra, Artha, Tattva, Anushtiyatam iti dharmaha. Shastra, Artha. You know the meaning of the Shastra. You follow. Anushtiyata means you make an effort to follow. The followed teaching is called dharma, not the discourses. That's what a few minutes back I said. We talk of dharma more, but we follow dharma less. Both are one and the same. Teaching and practice is one and the same. If you know it, it is only intelligence. It's only information. It is not about knowing dharma will not bring about transformation. Remember this. Knowing will not bring about transformation. It is doing that will bring about transformation. Knowing that you have to sacrifice will bring transformation, or the actual act of sacrifice will bring transformation. What will bring transformation? Does knowing or acting? Acting. You need to act. You need to make an effort to put it into practice. When you make an effort to put it into practice, anushtiyatam. Anushtiyatam means practiced. Shastrartha, Shastra Artha. Artha means the meaning of the Shastra. Shastra Artatvena Anushtiyatam. Shastra Artatvena Anushtiyatam. Followed teaching is Dharma. Therefore, the subject matter of Veda is of two, Dharma and Moksha. So, Dharma is not a separate teaching of Veda. Dharma and Moksha are the two subject matters of Veda. So, when we talk about Dharma, we call it as Veda Purva. When we talk about Moksha, we talk about it as Veda Anta. Dharma and Moksha. Are you okay till now? In the vision of the Veda, you have to grow up. In the vision of the Veda, you have to grow up. You have to mature. This self-growth will lead to self-discovery. Again, in the vision of the Veda, you have to grow up. Self-growth leads to self-discovery. What is the method? The method is Dharma or Karma. Both are one and the same. Are you able to follow? Both are one and the same. Dharma or Karma. Both means duty. Here, karma is used in the sense of duty. Nitya Naimittika karmas means Nitya Naimittika duty. So, for us, karma means duty. Whether you call it as dharma or karma, it is one and the same. Therefore, Dharma will start discussing a lot about duties, action. எப்படியோ ஒரு ஆக்ஷனுக்கு ஒரு கனெக்ஷன் கொடுத்துட்டேன். Somehow I made a connection to action now. I don't know whether it makes sense or not, I don't know, but maybe there is a you have to grow up, and the method to grow up is not understanding. The method to grow up is action. You can call it dharma or you can call it karma. Both means one and the, essentially they are one and the same. The moment karma comes, the moment dharma comes, karma comes. Both are two sides to the same coin. The moment karma comes, swakarma comes. That swakarma is called swadharma. That swakarma in Bhagavad Gita language is called swadharma. Therefore, what is swadharma? Swakarma means what is to be done in a given situation for a given person becomes swakarma, swadharma. Based on swabhava. Idan dharma. This is what dharma is. If you look at the order in creation, how the order is maintained in creation? All species performs actions without transgressing its limit. All organisms performs actions without transgressing its limit. It does exactly what it has to. It does exactly what it ought to do. So everything in creation participates and contributes what it must. Are you okay till now? Again, I repeat. If you look at the other, if you see how the order in the creation is maintained, no other organism transgresses its limit. It does exactly what it is designed to do. By doing exactly what it is designed to do, it performs actions, and that action is its contribution. Its action becomes its contribution. What is the contribution of the lion to maintain the order? What is the contribution of the lion to maintain the order? To become non-violent, practice ahimsa, become a Gautama Buddha. If the lion does it, it is not performing its swakarma, it is not performing it's not performing its swadharma, the order in the creation will get disturbed. So what does lion has to do? It's swakarma. So what is lion's contribution to the maintaining the orderliness in the society? In the creation, not the society. In the creation, hunting and killing. It hunts and kills without transgressing its limit. Are you able to follow? Without transgressing. So, by doing the swadharma karma, it is contributing to the dharma. So, the dharma is maintained by its doing what it is designed to do. Therefore, remove the human beings, no problem will happen to the creation. You know that, no? Remove the human beings, the orderliness of the creation will in no way be disturbed. Remove the lion or remove the deer, the orderliness in the creation will get disturbed. Do you understand it? Narayana, Purida. Remove the lion or remove the deer, the dharma of the creation will get disturbed. Remove the human species, dharma of the creation will not get disturbed. Correct? Yes or no? Yes. And yet the human being can do, and yet the human being is so different. Why? Because he can do the swadharma karma out of free will purushartha. That purushartha, using purushartha for swadharma karma is self growth, which will lead to self discovery. This is the path. This is the path. There is a peculiar problem with the human being. A very peculiar problem. Are you okay till now? Are you okay till now? Mango tree contributes to dharma by what? Mango tree contributes to dharma by what? A mango tree under any circumstance will not yield orange or an apple. An orange tree contributes to dharma. It will not say, I am bored of creating oranges every day. For a change, for this season, I will yield mangoes. Bore அடிக்குது சார், இதே எப்படி பண்ணினே இருக்க முடியும்? From birth to death, how can we keep doing the same thing? If we are getting bored, we need variety, we need change in life. Therefore, what? Mango tree decides to yield apple one season and then comes back to mango. After a few years, it gets bored. Now I will yield banana. What will happen to creation? What will happen? This is called chaos. You follow? This is called chaos. A human in creation, everything maintains the dharma, a peculiar problem of a human being. What is a peculiar problem of a human being? Thinking, free will. Two peculiar problems to a human being. Two peculiar problems to a human. What is what? Thinking and free will. Purushartha and buddhi. Third component, Shraddha. Two, the capacity to pursue the adrishta. The capacity to pursue the adrishta. What is the peculiar problem? The peculiar problem when dealing with the human being is free will, purushartha. Purushartha means you have to participate. You have to participate and contribute. Purushartha means you have to participate and you have to contribute. And when you participate and contribute, minimum participation, minimum doing, maximum consumption. This is adharma. Minimum participation, minimum doing, maximum consumption. This is adharma, isn't it? That's why they say every meal you have to contribute, earn, deserve, and then only you should eat. Otherwise, die. Otherwise, die. How cruel, sir. Suppose in case if the person has a disease, in case if I'm not able to do, in case if my hand is cut, leg is cut, don't worry. Even then you can contribute. Even at that point of time also you can contribute. Because the dog with the broken leg also is contributing. No. The lion with the broken leg is also contributing. The bird with broken feathers is also contributing. No. Why a human being alone choose not to contribute? Why does a human being choose not to contribute? What makes it? The power of raga, dvesha. Able to follow? The power of raga, dvesha makes a human being not to contribute, but go on consuming. Go on consuming, but not contribute. Dharma comes and says your participation, your contribution is a must. Connected to the poem on his blindness. They also serve who stand and wait. Connected. You follow? Everybody must participate, must contribute, and the ideal proper dharmic way of participating and contributing is through your swabhava, swakarma, swadharma. Any word you can use. You can use the word swakarma, you can use the word swabhava, you can use the word swadharma. Any word you can use. Swadharma is the word that is used in Bhagavad Gita. Swakarma also he uses, but Swadharma is, since we have spoken about the word Swadharma 1,000 times, we think Swadharma. Bhagavad Gita talks about Swakarma also. Sve Swakarma, he says. The Swakarma is there. So how does the human being should contribute? Contributing through your Swakarma, Swadharma. Not in the way that you like to contribute. That's how we gave the long story of mango tree yielding one season bananas, one season apple, one season oranges, and come back to mango. I'll just take a break from yielding mangoes for 2 years. I'll take a break from yielding mangoes for 2 years, but I will yield apples for 2 years and then come back. Imagine if it happens on the macro scale, what will happen? Imagine the sun does that, what will happen? Imagine the rain does that, what will happen? Only a human being does it. Therefore, the study of Dharma is to whom? Human beings only. Yeah. Animals கிட்டலாம் உட்காந்து தர்மா பேசவே வேணாம். பிளான்ட் கிட்டலாம் போய் தர்மாலாம் பேசவே வேணாம். Because they are dharmic. They are dharmic because they contribute in their swakarma. They contribute in their swakarma, and consumption is directly limited proportional. Only in the case of a human being, no participation, but consumption is also disproportionate. We take pride in consumption. We don't take pride in contribution. Isn't it? We take pride in shopping. We don't take pride in working. Correct? Nobody takes pride in working. Everybody feels happy. They call it retail therapy, no? When you are stressed out, go for shopping. Huh? It's called therapy. Only a human being, only a human being does it. Therefore, the starting point of dharma is what? Swakarma, swadharma, and consumption. Swakarma, swadharma, and consumption. From now on, you can follow. Where we talk more and practice less. Where we talk more and practice less. Without dharma, Veda Anta will make you hypocritical. That which you negate, you will be attracted to. You will study the world as Mithya and Maya, and you will want to more of that Maya and Mithya. You will study the world as Maya and Mithya, and you will say Artham, Anartham, Bhave, Nityam and all, but still you will cling on to that which gives you Anartham. Isn't it? Hypocrite. This is where Veda Anta, direct disciplines of moksha without dharma will make you hypocritical. On the one hand, you will say artham anartham. On the other hand, that which will cause you anartha, you will be attracted to and you will be holding on to it. Why? Because, sir, I understand wealth is useless, but for practical living only, I'm keeping it, sir. Double standards. Hypocrisy means what? What is hypocrisy? Double standards. Dharma is authentic living. Dharma is authentic living. Remember, dharma is not an ideology. It's not an ideology. In fact, it has got nothing to do with ideologies. It's a simple statement of fact. Again, dharma is not an ideology. Ideology is ethics and morals. People connect dharma to ideology, and ideology means morals and ethics. It means somebody can argue for it, somebody can against it, somebody can say, I appreciate it, somebody can say, I don't appreciate it, somebody will say, I can follow it, somebody will say, I will not follow it. Dharma is not an ideology. In fact, it has nothing to do with ideas at all. It's a simple statement of fact. A simple statement of fact. Because it is a simple statement of fact, it is also called Sanatana. Because it is a simple statement of fact, it is also called, it is a Sanatana fact. No ideology can be Sanatana. Ideology always keeps, ideology by law keeps changing. So there cannot be a Sanatana ideology. There can be a Sanatana fact. Therefore, we call it as eternal religion. Sanatana Dharma means eternal religion. In the name of, if you consider it as an ideology, you will become a hypocrite. If you consider Dharma as an ideology, then only you will become a hypocrite. That's why the movie maker who does movie on Dharma will not be a dharmic person. A person who will write a poetry on love will not love the family, will not love the person. A person writes a beautiful poetry on love and will have 4 divorces in life. Why? Because the double standards. Hypocritical it is. Dharma says, what you condemn, you grab on the other hand. That which you condemn by one hand, you grab through the other hand. That's double standards. You say the world as Maya and Mithya, and on the other hand, cling on to that which is Maya. Because according to you, Maya is an ideology. Ideology means you can debate about it. That's all. There's nothing to follow there. There's nothing to practice there. The moment you understand it as Dharma, a fact, it's no more an ideology. It is something to be practiced. Therefore, moksha and Dharma and moksha are not ideologies, they are facts of life. Through Dharma, you get to moksha. That is knowledge. Vedas reveals it. இந்த கதை சொல்றதுக்கு 1 hour 15 minutes. To tell the story, we took 1 hour, 1 hour and 15 minutes. We took. Dharma means harmony. We said there's an order, no? Order means harmony. Harmony has two sides. Your inner harmony, internal and external. When your internal is in turmoil, you can never have external harmony. Again, when you are in turmoil internally, there can never be an external harmony. At the most, you can pretend, but still the internal turmoil will continue. Therefore, harmony has two sides, internal and external. External can never result in internal. Internal can influence the. See, carefully follow. A agitated person can agitate others, no? One person is angry. One person gets angry, throwing abuses. Everybody around gets agitated. Isn't it? The converse is not happening. A person of inner harmony, throwing out inner harmony, nobody in the environment gets affected. Nobody in the environment gets. That's where another beautiful picture in the Shastras. A rishi will be sitting in silence and all the animals and plants will be there. Not a single human being will be there in that picture. Have you ever observed it? And it is true. A human being and rishi will never go together. A human being, harmony. Why? Because since there is a harmony in them and there is an internal harmony, there is a beautiful interaction. Are you able to follow? So if you want to have a universal harmony, it becomes very important for you to have the internal harmony. The internal harmony is what is called as Dharma. Are you able to follow? Harmony has two sides, internal and external. I'm repeating third time. Harmony has two sides, the internal and the universal. Or you can call it as individual and universal. Internal and external, you can say, or you can say the individual and universal. If the individual is in harmony within oneself, there is no reason why that individual will not be in harmony with the whole. Are you able to follow? If the same individual is not in harmony within oneself, that individual can never ever be in harmony with the whole. This is where Dharma slowly gets introduced. This is where Dharma gets slowly introduced by saying the internal harmony, the inner harmony is your responsibility, is what you have to work on. Are you okay till now? Dharma is to destroy hypocrisy first, because a human being is hypocritical by nature. Double standards. Hypocritical means double standards. Dharma is to destroy the hypocrisy. What is the pala of dharma? Hypocrisy will go. Double standards will go. Dharma lives life according to prescribed rules, not according to the rules created by your mind, emotions. Remember, yesterday, day before, we said when you are emotional, when the emotions take over, you start creating your own laws. When you turn emotional, you will start creating your own law. What is the law that you will create when you are emotional? I will not be a contributor, but I will not contribute, but I will consume. Are you able to follow? See, when you turn emotional, you will create your own law. What is the law that you will create when you turn emotional? I will be a stubborn consumer, but I will be stubborn in non-contributing. I will be stubborn in consuming. Are you able to follow? This is the law that you create when you turn emotional. When you turn emotional, this is the law that you create. And there is a consequence to this, and there will be a consequence to the law that you create. Bharata Rishabha, we say no. The law of Dharma, that is. Bharata Rishabha is the law of Dharma. Yeah. Erumadan Tamil Thitra Madri, isn't it? Yeah. Bharata Rishabha, yeah. Full amongst the Bharatas. Erumadan Thitra. Look at the Dharma there. Under any circumstance, the consumption and the contribution. Under any circumstance, consumption and contribution. You contribute. What is hypocrisy? I will want everybody to contribute and I will consume. That's the hypocrisy. Because for me to consume, others have to contribute. No, then only I can consume, isn't it? If everybody in the family stops contributing and look at the other for contribution, I will consume. What will happen? What will happen to that family? What will happen to that family? See, even for you to consume, somebody has to contribute, no? Dharma comes and says, what does Dharma come and say? What is Dharma? It pokes. It pokes, it provokes. How it pokes and provokes Dharma here? How it provokes? How it provokes the consumer without contributing? Stena eva saha. Bhagavad Gita. Stay, you are a thief. You are stealing. Cook food, eat sin. Cook food and eat sin. பார்க்கும்போது சாப்பாடா இருக்கும் அது. சுனில், கண்ணில் பார்க்கும்போது it will be like food. வாய்க்குள்ள போகும்போது it becomes sin. Naraka it is. It is Naraka. So Dharma is to break hypocrisy. So what is Dharma? What is the vision of Dharma? Dharma is to break the hypocrisy. Dharma is to break the hypocrisy. Otherwise, the human beings are hypocritical by nature. Hypocritical means double standards. What is double standards? What you don't want others to do to you, you don't do it to other. Correct? We have seen this any number of times, no? What you don't want others to do to you, you don't do it to the other. No, no, sir. We are all 50% right in life. We are all 50% right in life and 50% wrong. What is 50% right? What is 50% right? We all know what the others should do and should not. We all know that, isn't it? See, even in this classroom, you are 50% right. What is your 50% right? You all expect me to concentrate and talk coherently and not do anything else other than talking. You expect that, no, from me? If I expect the same thing, that is wrong, sir. Yeah. If I expect the same thing in return, if I expect you to sit in front and if I expect you to concentrate, if you expect me to concentrate, I expect you also to concentrate. No, no, sir. You should, how can you expect us, sir? You are beyond expectations, no? You should not be expecting, no, sir. You are supposed to understand, no? We will make mistakes and we will do what we want to do. But you, what? This is called double standards. In every aspect of life, we follow double standards. Hypocrisy, it is hypocritical, it is. If you expect me to concentrate, I expect you to concentrate. If you expect me, if you expect me to talk with the camera on, I will expect you to listen. If you expect me to talk with the yeah. If you expect me to talk with the camera on, because otherwise I can keep talking, no. Because anyway, I'm used to talking to people who are not listening. I don't need faces to listen. I don't need faces in front because used to. If you expect me to keep the camera on and talk, I also expect you to keep the camera on and listen. No, no, sir. For you, it is very simple, sir. You are just talking, no. But we have to do so many things. Dharma breaks this hypocrisy. Ingirundu pain starts. One more session on Dharma. We will not want to talk about this Dharma Shastra anymore. Because it will be very, very insulting. It is. It will be very insulting. It will be very provoking. Easy to drop the person and the class. Yeah, easy to drop the person and easy to drop the person, easy to drop the person. Why? Because what you expect from the world, you should also accept the world expects the same from you. No, no, no. From my side, my expectations are correct. If the world expects the same thing from me, it is suffocation, sir. Why are people suffocating me? Why are you suffocating that we have to keep the camera on all the time? I'm not asking anybody to keep the camera on, please. You keep it on, you don't keep it on, it doesn't make any difference to me. I'm only saying double standards, hypocrisy. In every facet of life, we follow double standards, isn't it? When I feel like hugging, I will go and hug, which is love. When the other feels like hugging and comes and hugs me, that is called? What is it called? Affection or suffocation? That is suffocation, sir. In every facet of life, we have this double standards. Slowly, we are introducing Dharma now. Slowly, we are introducing Dharma. Nibandhas nu varapurthu. Idella do's and don'ts. Very painful it will be. I don't even know why people want to even sit and listen to this. Because it is to break the hypocrisy. It is to break the hypocrisy. Another important facet of Dharma, which we will take up tomorrow, is Dharma gives you the third source of inexhaustible energy and vitality. Tomorrow I am going to take it up. What are all the benefits of Dharma? Hypocrisy. It breaks hypocrisy, makes you a contributor, not a consumer, makes you a contributor. On your deathbed also you will be a contributor. When on the deathbed you will contribute, not a consumer. You will consume minimal. It's not that you cannot be zero, but the proportion is always very, very different. Lastly, which I'm going to take up tomorrow, is Dharma is that which gives you access to the third source of inexhaustible energy, inexhaustible vitality. The third source of energy, which we will talk about, which we are going to talk about it tomorrow. Yes, Palatur. What is your problem? Yes.
So far, we were, as rightly said, trying to handle the issues was the basic requirement of till whatever we have started about this Dharma Shastra.
Yes.
And you are shaking the foundation itself that, your building is weak and you have to demolish and reconstruct it.
Yes.
It looks like, bit of shaking the base.
Yes.
And there is a restlessness.
Yes.
So I thought, I have to little bit of restlessness. I don't know how to express that.
Correct. Kolatur, அது வந்ததுன்னா you have listened properly ன்னு அர்த்தம். If you are restless, you have been hearing it rightly. சூப்பரா இருந்தது சார்னா ஒழுங்கா கேட்கலன்னு அர்த்தம். கேட்ட ஒரு ரெஸ்ட்லெஸ்னஸ் வருது, ஒரு பயம் வருதுன்னா you have heard it rightly. That's all. Because that's what we are supposed to do. The job is that. நிம்மதியா இருக்கிறவங்கள நிம்மதியா இருக்க விடக்கூடாதுன்றதுதான் டீச்சிங்க. Because in deep sleep, we have to wake them up. You follow? In deep sleep, we have to wake them up. That restlessness should come. The carpet, Swamiji gives this example, no? The carpet under the feet should be pulled. Teaching should do that. The carpet under the feet should be pulled. It should not be a lullaby and make you to fall off to sleep. It should not be a lullaby. It should wake you up. Teaching is to wake you up. And when you wake up, there will be restlessness. Correct. This is a very good certification for me. Somebody comes and says, I'm getting confused, I'll be very happy. If somebody comes and says, I'm getting restless, I'll feel very happy. If somebody comes and says, beautiful, சரி ஒண்ணுமே கேட்கல ஒரு இன்னைக்கு நினைச்சோம். சரியா கொளத்தூர்? எஸ் ராஜசேகர் சொல்லுங்க. Wait, they will unmute you. Yes, Rashid.
Sir, you said there is no such thing called injustice at all in this world. So regarding this, I have two questions.
Yes.
Sir, for one to receive punishment or reward, one
Yes.
has to be conscious
Yes.
that they are receiving punishment or rewards. The
Correct.
people who are undergoing are affected by dementia, Alzheimer, Parkinson's,
Yes.
are not aware of what is happening. Then how they will know that they are receiving punishment or rewards?
Yeah. Punishment and reward, Rashekar, is a mental agitation. Dementia, Alzheimer's is a physical problem. It has got nothing to do with the punya or papa, swarga or naraka. Both are entirely disconnected. The Alzheimer's or dementia, whatever that you are talking about, is a physical condition. We have access only to their physical condition. We don't have access to their mental condition. That's why it's called subtle body, no?
Yes, sir.
Looking at the gross, you cannot say the subtle has stopped functioning. Looking at the reactions at the grosser body level, you cannot say that which is Dharma talking about as punyam and papam, agitations or peace of mind, which is belonging to the subtle body. Both are unconnected. Don't connect to both.
Yes, sir.
That's why we always talk about it as a subtle body, not the gross body. Looking at the gross body, you cannot conclude subtle body has switched off. Dementia is a problem of the gross body, of the brain, of the gross body. It is not of the subtle body.
Okay, sir.
There is no dementia to the subtle body. Dementia to the gross body. Alzheimer's to the gross body. There is no Alzheimer's to the subtle body. And in every introductory class of Vedanta, we distinguish between gross body, subtle body, gross body, subtle body, gross body, subtle body. You follow, Rashekar?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Another, one more clarification.
Sir, this, I don't know how to put it. One of my friend daughter suffered from Rett syndrome at the age of 10. Now age is 40, still she is suffering. I don't know how to put it. I want to help, but I don't know how to ask them whether I can be of any help.
Yes.
So whether that is also a justice, because that girl is aware of what is happening around her.
Yes. To help somebody, Rashekar, you don't seek their permission. To help somebody, you go out and help. Manasam karma, vachikam karma, kayakam karma. For manasam karma and vachikam karma, as in sending good thoughts and prayers, you don't need their permission. That is why, without seeking the permission of anybody, we keep praying, Lokasmasta Sukhino Bhavantu, Sarvasan Mangalani Santu. Lokasmasta Sukhino Bhavantu, Sarvasan Mangalani Santu. In order to help another, you don't seek their permission. Manasam karma and vachikam karma. Kayakam karma, you take. Because kayakam karma, because it is grosser by nature, so many complications comes in there. There is the law of the society, there is the law of the other. There are 200 things that come into play when it comes into kayakam karma. Therefore, in Vedanta, the dharma, we have divided, the karma itself is divided into three. Manasam karma, vachikam karma, and kayakam karma. To manasam karma and vachikam karma, you can sit in your place and do it now. You follow?
Yes, sir.
You can, for that, to do manasam karma, vachikam karma, you don't have to take permission of anybody. For kayakam karma, for obvious social reasons and conditionings, we have to take whether they like it or that kayakam karma is a different methodology. Manasam karma, vachikam karma, you do it straight away. That you can do, which is called the power of sankalpa. Sankalpa is also an action, no? Power of sankalpa means power of action. Power of thought, they say, no. In Vedanta, thought is an action. For Vedas, thought itself is an action. Therefore, power of sankalpa means power of thought means power of action. And there are three types of action. Manasam karma, vachikam karma, kayakam karma. You follow, Rashekar?
Yes, sir.
Help them. Help them. Most of the times, they may not seek help at all. Because they are not seeking help, we'll continue to help. The sun continues to give light whether we seek it or not. We continue to wish the welfare of others whether they seek it or not in Manasam and Vachikam. In Kayakam, it's based on circumstances, etc. So many other factors come into play. You follow, Rajshekhar?
Yes, sir.
Did I help you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Do it like this. It's okay? Yeah. We conclude today and we continue tomorrow.